Great ways. Now we've got Ellen Voy of Women in Trucking on the, well, she's with me right now. We're going to be talking about your conference that's coming up, Accelerate. You guys are pretty excited about this. I've been looking at the website here. Tell us all about it. What's going on, Ellen?
What's going on, Ellen? Well, we are so excited because we are anticipating 1,800 people this year, which is more than we've ever had. The last conference we had before the pandemic, we had 1,100. So it's just been growing. It's November 13th through 16th. It's in Dallas at the Hilton Anatole. And this year we've changed things up. Everything will be inside. We have a truck technology tour. We have breakout sessions. We have speakers. We have a pre-conference event. It's really, I have to tell you, it's not just for women. Everything that you will learn at our conference will help you in your career. So we have things like negotiation skills or branding yourself or communication styles or maybe like we've had a fraud expert, things like that. So the topics are pretty varied, but they're all to help you in your career.
Women in trucking, but this is open for everybody, so don't be shy about going here. It's really interesting. I love the theme. The central theme seems to be around the trucking technology, right? So tell me about that. How is that? They're going to do a trucking technology tour. I think that's on Monday or Tuesday. Expo Truck and Technology Tour on Monday, I believe, at like 10:30 a.m. What's going on there? Tell me about that. Tell me about that.
So we actually bring trucks in. Last year we had them outside, but this year we can actually bring them inside. So we'll have trucks inside. So for example, Waste Management brings one of their trucks and they show how the technology in the truck, it's like a joystick. So you can crawl in and out of the trucks. You can look at all the technology on there. We have some autonomous vehicle manufacturers as well, so you can crawl in those trucks and look at them. We have 125 companies are involved in the truck technology tour. So it's really a hands-on, very much a learning environment if you want to see the latest and greatest in all that you can put on your truck.
A lot of great sponsors that are listed here on the website, and a lot of learning sessions that are there, right? So can you go through some of that breakdown of what people can expect to learn there?
Right, so can you go through some of that breakdown of what people can expect to learn? Yeah, we have different tracks. So maybe if you're in HR, maybe you're in recruiting, maybe you're the CEO. So we have different tracks based on your interests. And then over 40 educational sessions, unbelievable. We're going to fill that place with exhibitors. And then like we have a pre-conference event and we'll have Debbie Gardner there who does self-defense classes, and she's always been so popular, self-defense and self-esteem. We have speed networking. We have our influential Women in Trucking panel, which is always very popular. And the other thing is we have a lot of drivers who come, and we use our drivers to put them on panels and share their experiences so that other people can ask them questions.
You said something that I have not seen at other conferences, and that's the speed networking. I think I saw it at an SMC conference one time. Tell me about that. That sounds really, really interesting, especially somebody who's kind of interested in the industry or interested in maybe pursuing a different career path within the industry. Talk about that a little bit.
So we do a survey every year, and the number one reason people come to our conference is for networking. So they want to meet other people in their roles. Now, picture this. When we had 1,100 people the last time, 85% were women. So think about 85% women at a truck event. So they want to meet women who are doing their jobs. Maybe they're an engineer. Maybe they're in diversity and inclusion. So the speed networking gives them the opportunity to get together. They'll exchange cards. They'll be able to follow up later, but they get to meet people they might not have been able to meet during the conference.
I see on, what day is this? Tuesday, later in the morning, influential women in trucking. Tell me about that. That sounds really interesting. I'd like to see that.
One of our most popular panels. We bring in the finalists for the Influential Women in Trucking that's sponsored by Daimler. So someone from Daimler moderates it. We bring in the finalists. We don't know who they are yet. And then we have them on a panel, and then we announce the winner at our event. But the wisdom these women have to share is just amazing. You would not believe, last year Lily Lay was announced as our influential woman in trucking. just an amazing person, an engineer at Packard. There's so much wisdom, and so we want to tap into that and have them share their experiences and their journey.
Excellent stuff. So this is now when we talk all the time, we tend to stay really focused on the driver experience in trucking because it's women in trucking, and it kind of, I guess, it's really my narrow focus. But this is it's in the industry, right? Who all should be attending this?
Well, the technology part, if you want to learn more about the technology, also anyone who wants to network. And the reason men come is because they really want some insight into the challenges women are facing in the supply chain. So I encourage anyone to come. You don't have to be a member. You get a discount if you're a member. We have special rates for drivers. We also have early bird rates. And again, it's November 13th through 16th at the Hilton Anatole in Dallas, Texas. But I would encourage anyone to look it up because the topics that you'll see are things that will help you in your career regardless of what you do in the industry. A lot of it relates to leadership skills and things like that. But when you talk about the drivers love it because they're actually learning what their managers are dealing with on a day-to-day basis as well. And we do have a participation award, and Packard and Yellow, or YRC, have both vied for that award. And YRC has brought as many as 100 people, and so has Packard. So to have one company bring that many people to one event tells you that they're finding value.
Yeah, absolutely. That is tremendous. This is one of the few events where I really see an effort to bring the drivers all the way up through to the C-suite together in that. Can you talk about that dynamic and why that's so important to you guys?
Well, we all know that drivers are very important, and especially female drivers, because we're all trying to get more drivers. We know that female drivers are an untapped market. So we want to get their wisdom. We usually have a driver panel, and people ask them lots of questions like, what are your challenges on the road? What can your companies do to alleviate those challenges? So drivers are very visible. They get a very special rate for coming, and all of our registration includes all of our meals and receptions. We do a lot of partying as well. We want it to be fun. So we really do use drivers to tap into their knowledge.
Yeah, so come for the knowledge and the networking and stay for the knockdown party afterwards is what I'm hearing from you, Ellen. It sounds great. I really, and please, dates and times again and where people go to register for this.
Well, they can go to our website to register, which is just womenintrucking.org, and just click on the Accelerate button. It'll have the conference agenda there, the dates, travel, special travel arrangements, how to book your hotel and airlines. And also, if people are interested in speaking, it's still accepting submissions. So they can go to that tab and click on it and say, I want to give a presentation, and this is what I'd like to talk about. So lots of information. Again, it's the Accelerate tab on womenintrucking.org.
Excellent stuff. Thank you so much, Ellen. I look forward to speaking with you again in the near future. You have a great rest of your day, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now,